Okay, guys, let's talk about XTIA, see if we can get an analysis of this chart here. Obviously, we had the reverse split, and that was the kind of the thing I was like, you know what? It's very risky, especially when it's under, it's a very low price stock. If you look at the last time they did a reverse split, it was way back here in March, so they were definitely due in that time frame for one. And so what happened is they pumped this up here, and you can look up here. They had all this terrible news coming in, and they did a 20 million offering price. That market shares tumble. They destroyed this whole news here. And so when you see this terrible news here, and the one thing I have noticed, and what I've kind of switched with my strategies is, if you ever see this EMA 50 at the very top, we are still actually in a downtrend. This is a fake out move, right? You can see all throughout here, this EMA 50 is the very top. We had a false breakout, and even with this big dramatic move way up in here, this still did not put that EMA 50 at the bottom. We've seen many examples where it was, where that would, example was DATS. This is a very different chart, right? You had this big move above my upper counter channel, but guess what it is? The EMA 50 is at the very bottom, and we bounce on these EMAs. And then the chat, I alerted this in the Discord, and I said, you know what? This is a very good play opportunity. Right here is DATS. Alerted it right before the big move happened. And so when we're looking at XTIA, they had bad news within a reverse split happening. So this whole chart is going to get wrecked. It doesn't matter how good your technical skills is, this thing is going to go down more than you think. Obviously, we do have a very bullish looking candle here. We know this is, if you ever see a long lower wick, it's always that the buyers are in control. The price comes back to those lows, and the buyer said, no, that's way too cheap. We're going to come on in and we're going to take control. So if you guys don't know, this is a very bullish looking hammer. Okay. So the only thing I can kind of see is, if you're really going to trade a stock like this, go into lower time frames, and you'll see, like, just because even with my daily, if we go above this upper counter channel, just like in a lower time frame, if we go above, we go back to these reversions to the mean short term. Like, you see this, we go to the 5, we pump up, we go to the 10, we pump up, and we come down. But once we start breaking this lower EMA 50, we go down to a new trend, and we can see, like, even on the 30-minute, it's been downtrending, right? And the longer term on the daily was. So when I'm looking at this, and you're like, what is there? Is there a way to get a precise entry? Well, look at the lower time frames, right? If the hour ever hits this lower Keltner channel, it is a very extremely oversold. With that reverse split happening, we went from this low all the way up to here, making 100% in literally 3 hours of trading. Very nice setup here, right? And that's kind of what I could kind of see here. But over and all, what I think is going to happen is, I think the daily is going to try to put up a fight here and hit this EMA 20. I think we have a little bit of wiggle room where we could make another 60 to 80% gain here, and we hit these EMAs, and then we go back down, is my opinion. We had such big bullish momentum where, a price going all the way up in here, you can definitely suspect there's going to be a dead cat bounce somewhere in here. We went from $60 with the reverse split happening all the way to $3.85. That's a dramatic move, okay? That's a massive move from 60 to $3.85. Now, where this bounce can happen, no one knows for sure. All right. The only thing I can say is, look at the lower time frames, look at the hour time frame, look at the 30-minute. If we're ever hitting this lower Keltner channel, and I had these at extreme oversold settings, you accumulate at these areas, and you can expect. One thing that we can expect in the market is a reversion to the mean. Well, if we just go to the EMA 5 from these lows, you're making 80% gain. Massive returns. If we go to the 10, you're making over 90% gain. And that's really what the market did here. We had this overreaction move. Bulls started to come in on this candle here, and then we reverted it back to the EMAs. We'll hit this EMA 22. But as you can see, price will either hit it, or EMAs come to it. The longer it takes, the EMAs keeps going down and down. And that's really what's happening here. We look at the longer term perspective, it is still in a downtrend. The EMA 50 was at the very top. We try to have a false EMA 5 crossover breakout, but then terrible news will wreck any chart, and that's what happened here. It went tumbling down. I know I made a video before. And I saw this big bullish candle. And I was thinking maybe, just maybe, the CMA 20 will act as support. But we've seen it many times. I'll show you many times of hollow you can see the same scenario here where it's different. The EMA 50 is not at the very bottom and the price goes tumbling down, right? It breaks through those levels because the EMA 50 is not strong support. We see it in FFIE. The same scenario. We had this big bullish momentum, but this EMA 50 is not at the very bottom. So that's what I'm really going to pay attention to. Look at that EMA 50. It kind of gives you what is the trend looking at. It's a very nice solid EMA where institutions are watching that level. And then if there's like a big move up like this, we have offering with reverse split. Go to a lower time frame to see where are you at near the Keltner channel. Obviously, it barely missed it here on the 1 hour, but it got very close to it within like cents, right? Not a bad thing. The 30-minute, you kind of hugged it a little bit. The 1 hour is just a very nice, clean chart where you can really see what's going on. But my analysis is going to be downtrend. I think this is a beautiful dead cat bounce where you can make massive money. Do I ever see it? Do I see it going above this EMA 50? Not really with all this reverse split news happening. This EMA 50 has acted as strong resistance for a very long time. As you can see, we have not retested it in a very long time. We know price will come back to those EMAs. Like right in here, you see price comes back to it, but then it rejects. A lot of penny stocks really struggle getting over it. You can see right in here, it gets above it, and then it falls back through. And that's the same scenario we just saw. We try to get above it, and then we fall back through. And then all throughout price history, we're going to hit the 20, and we go down. Hit the 20 and go down. This is a downtrend stock that is probably going to stay downtrend for a while, and then just keep doing reverse splits after reverse splits. That's just the nature of penny stocks. Some just do it worse than others. But yeah, I like this bullish candle. Since I've seen this bullish candle, I think we'll get a nice little pump short term to this EMA 20, and then price this is going to go down. As you can see, when you're in a downtrend, you start seeing the sloping down, and so it could go down like in this region, pump it up real quick here, and then reject is what I think. I'm not going to be like saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but just based on past experience of what I've seen, that has happened a lot. All right, guys. This is my analysis on XTIA. Yeah, sorry it went down way below here. If you guys are in this trade, it sucks. But and that's kind of the thing. I always avoid stocks. For my personal account, if they're having a reverse split, just let the reverse split happen. And if you really want to play a bounce effect idea, just go into the lower time frames. If you've seen the daily candle way down here, it's definitely in a downtrend where we just broke through all the levels. This was just a false one candle breakout. If you don't see a lot of candles above these EMAs and you don't see the EMA 50 there, that's a good indication of false breakout, where it's just a breakout and then it goes back down. Okay, that's all that was. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, I would love to have you guys there. I think this will change your life for a very affordable price. The price to get into access to all my alerts, swing trades, and day trades with the education, which is the most important, is teaching you guys why to take a trade instead of just blindly following people. You will lose every trade if you just blindly say, "Hey, I'm going to go enter in this trade," and you have no idea why I'm entering, right? But if you do subscribe, it's $12 a month. Click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. There's a Discord link that says join the premium Discord for my alerts system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. All you have to do is hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to my swing trades and day trades for $12 a month. All right, and this is the highest value service where you'll see right here your name will be in gold. You'll have the highest tier. You get the new education, anything that I see fit to change in the system, and then if you hit swing trade alerts, if you just want this one, it's only $6 a month. So just do whatever is fit for your budget. But if you read about it in the server shop up in the top left, it'll show the two memberships. I highly recommend give the day and swing trading plus membership a try by clicking day trade alerts, because you're going to want to do some day trades every day. I have a very unique day trading strategy that you can make money passively every day with a safe strategy that can potentially double your account every month. And that's the purpose of day trading. And then swing trading, I would say I like XTIA or another quality stock, I would put into it. And I might not make money for a couple days or a week or two and let the setup present. Whereas day trading, you're making money every day. But this is my analysis on XTIA. I think it's very bullish short term. And there's nothing saying, with this candle that is bulls took control here, right? But the only thing is, longer term, this daily is this 50 is going to act as big resistance, you know? So this is a get in and get out pretty quick type of scenario. So I hope you guys like this analysis. If you guys did, give this video a like, subscribe, comment. Hope to see you guys in the video Discord. I give you guys exact entries and exits of my day trades, like right in here. I'll talk about selling credit spreads, and we made money last Friday, making good money, and then my swing trade alerts are all posted in here. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Happy trading, and let's get back at it next week. And I wish you guys luck.